everyone and welcome to another battle report on the channel. It is time. We're finally going to use the new Blood Angels Codex. I'm very excited. So this is the first battle of the new Codex. So I'll go through my list first, I think, since it's the Codex Preview, as it were. So I have the main man himself. I brought my fist on.
Ooh.
And it's also a world exclusive. Sorry at first. I've never used a special character before.
That is true.
So it's the first time in my 20 plus years of playing Warhammer that I've actually used a special character. So I took my fist on because I've got the model, and I got the model just to paint because I really like it.
It does look awesome.
Oh, it looks so good. I'm really happy with how he's come out. But his powers are, so he's got Smite, naturally.
Standard.
Then he's got Wings of Sanguinius. So that's the cast it, and then you can move 12 inch in his psychic phase.
Ah, yes, just speed him a fist on.
And then I've got Unleash Rage, which is pick a unit within 12 inch, and 6s explode, so they generate an extra hit. And then his final one is Quickening, which he casts on himself, and he gets to reroll advances and charges, and gets an extra D3 attacks.
That's awesome. You saw it in the last video, he's just going to be a missile, he's going to charge in and start taking some skulls.
Yeah, I'm just going to start chopping stuff up. Hopefully, just get in and start slicing and dicing, which should be pretty nice, because I've seen online people really struggle with how to run Mephiston. I've seen other channels and other people online that just don't get what he's for, and I'm just going to, like I said, use him as a missile. I'm just going to send him in. He's going to die, but it's going to be glorious.
It's going to be fun, that's what it's all about.
Exactly, that's what I'm here for. So then my next choice for my HQ. Oh, I'm running a battalion and a patrol.
Ooh.
Because I had to run a patrol because I wanted to use most of the new Blood Angel stuff, so to get the lieutenant in, I had to run a patrol to get the HQ and an extra troop slot.
It's worth it.
So I have a Death Company lieutenant, so it's this lieutenant here. So he's nothing fancy, he's just a lieutenant with the Death Company role now. And so he has the 6 up Feel No Pain, the Black Rage, but he gets Death Visions.
Ooh.
So hopefully we'll get him in combat and we can see what these do.
Yeah.
So just Bolt Pistol, Power Sword, nice and basic. Then we have a Primaris Chaplain. So I'm excited to run him, because I always used to run chaplains, because obviously I played Death Company, but normally that was just with Jump Pack, drop him in with Death Company, or shoot him up, but shoot Death Company with Jump Pack, Subboard, Fall on Fury, then drop him in, and you just get your auto aura. So I've not used the litanies and stuff, it's the first time doing it, so I'll try to get it right. But I've given him Master of Sanctity, which means that he does his litanies on a 2-up,
nice,
and he can do 2 a turn.
Ooh.
So he comes with Aura of Hate, which is the 6-inch reroll all hits in combat.
Right.
Then I've picked Litany of Faith, so 6-inch, 5+ Feel No Pain.
Awesome.
Which is really good. And then I've got Canticle of Hate, which is a 6-inch, plus 2-inch to charge, doesn't stack with my Blood Angels, because that'd be horrible.
Good.
Having 3-inch would be horrific. It stays,
Good.
do not stack. But it also gives me an extra 3-inch to consolidate and pile in.
Oh,
so I consolidate and pile in 6-inch. So if I can get into a unit, chop them up, and then just shoot off 6-inch into something else, which is pretty spicy. Then we've got I've spent a CP on him as well, to give him a relic. So he has the Icon of the Angel, which is a 6-inch bubble. If it's not just core, it's everyone. Reroll all failed charges.
Okay.
Well, reroll
this
charges.
list is going to work.
Yeah, so I've got a plan. We'll see how it goes.
We've had a few comments on previous videos that you don't bring enough sort of combat-ready Marines, and I think you've solved that today.
I brought lots. I always normally take them, but it's because I've switched over to Primaris, and I was waiting for my Indomitus box to get delivered, and then it's been delivered, and then I think, as Sam said in the comment section, on a previous video, I've been furiously painting away, trying to get them ready. So then my next HQ choice is a Captain in Gravis armor. So he's just comes what he comes with, because you can't change the Primaris captains, which is weird. The set. So if you get the Captain in Gravis, it just comes with a set weapon. So it's the Bolt, Gauntlet, the Power Sword. He's got the Visage of Death relic.
Ooh.
So it's basically a spooky death mask. So -1 to hit in combat, and in 3-inch I turn off Obsec.
Oh. Okay. Nice.
Which is fun. This is pretty good. And then I think I could have been a bit cheesy, because I'm pretty sure there's a Warlord trait in the Space Marine that gives characters Obsec. So he turns off Obsec, but then there's just one guy stood there taking the point.
That's so cool.
Which is pretty sweet. But I have spent a CP using Angel Exemplar, I believe it's called, which gives him 2 Warlord traits from Blood Angels Codex, so he has Speed of the Primarch, so he always fights first.
Awesome.
And he has Gift of Foresight, which is reroll a hit, reroll a wound, reroll a save.
I think that's so powerful.
So, like, if I fail 2 saves, I can do a CP reroll and a regular and a free reroll.
Like I said last time, it's just like free CP.
It's so good. It's like the Salamanders trait. Although, has that changed now, Salamanders? Have they toned it down, or is it still mental?
I'm not sure. They've definitely got some sort of reroll still.
I hope they've toned it down, because that used to be a hit and a wound. It might be you have to pick now, maybe.
No, I think it's still a hit and a wound. I think.
That's horrible. On to the troops. So, I have 3 5-man squads. I have intercessors. So there's, 2 of them are 5-man, one of them 6-man, just to get the points balanced out. They're just going to hold objectives.
Do what they do.
Do some DACA. They're just really good. There's only 5 or 6 in each squad, but then that's like 10, 12 wounds. You've got to shift through. If you get them in cover to up save, they're just solid.
If they get into combat, they still do good work because of your Blood Angels
trait.
Yeah,
Blood Angels trait.
They're just utility. They're just such good all-rounders. I can't think of a better troop choice in the game.
No, I can't. They're so good.
Intercessors.
Yeah. They doesn't I'm not even bothered that they don't get special weapons.
No.
Because they still get a decent weight of dice because of the Bolt of Discipline. So you can stand in a backfield objective and the shorter board now, so you can still chuck 10 dice downfield. So it's still really, really good. And then on to my next troop choices. So we've got 2 5-man assault squads. So I'm excited to run these. Ooh. I've been waiting ever since Primaris came out.
These are the assault intercessors.
These are the assault intercessors, yes. So it's not the mini marines because I don't run mini marines anymore.
Firstborn, we're not allowed to say mini marines.
No, I'm not allowed. Sorry, firstborn. Teeny tiny firstborn. So I don't run any of those, and unfortunately we don't get Primaris with jump packs except the Inceptors.
Yeah.
But I would like GW, if you're listening, assault jump pack in Primaris Marines.
I'm sure it'll be somewhere down the pipeline.
It better be, because Primaris are ridiculous in combat.
Yeah, they are.
So they've got 2 attacks each, +1 for chainsword, +1 for charging. So it's pretty good. And then if we get into assault doctrine, Savage Echoes.
Yeah.
I don't have a Sangria Priest today because I just don't have the model ready. But I'm working on it, and then obviously he can use his Blood Chalice, put him in Assault Doctrine, and you can see how the combo and the synergy goes.
Yeah.
I've spent a CP on one of the 5-man squads, so the one with the actual Sergeant model, with the plasma pistol. He doesn't have a plasma pistol; it's a bolt pistol, but he has got Quake bolts.
Oh, I remember these.
So I just roll to hit. If I hit, your unit basically gets knocked over, and everyone that then attacks it in the fight phase gets +1.
Yeah, just pile on.
So that's pretty good. So if I did it to a unit of warriors, I'd be hitting them on 2s, then I'd be winning them on 3s.
And then they'll die.
It's pretty good. I quite like it. And then the main meat and potatoes of this list, the special sauce. I've run out of food analogies. It's 10 Death Company in Assault Intercessors.
Oh, Death Company Assault Intercessors.
So these boys, I need them to do work.
Yeah.
They're 200. To be fair though, they're only 240 points.
For 10?
For 10.
That's really good.
10 normal intercessors is 200 points.
Yeah, that's not much.
It's really good.
Yeah.
So they've got 3 attacks base, I think, +1 for a chainsword, and then when they charge, they get Shock Assault and Black Rage. Spicy! And then I cast Unleash Rage on them, and then the 6s explode, and I have a great time, and Sam cries.
Yeah, there's
that
so much
is
stuff.
The theory.
There's so much stuff in there that I'm just worried about. My target priority is going to be all over the place because I don't know what I need to kill first.
We were on about it off camera, so all my models are in my at home, they're in the office, or some of them are at home, some of them are at the office. So I built a list. I don't have my miniatures in front of me, so I build a list, and I'm like, oh yeah, I think that'll work. But then I'm like, oh god, what does it look like? Whereas you've got all your stuff with you, you lay it all out.
I do, yeah.
Which is what I need to do. But I feel like I've managed to do it all right so far. And then I've got a Redemptor Dreadnought, because why wouldn't you?
They're just so good.
They're amazing.
I've never seen them underperform. Every video we've had Redemptors on, they have done fantastic work.
Admittedly, there's no Chapter Master. I did have Chapter Master, but I was over points, so I had to get rid of it and rejig the list around, so I had to drop the Chapter Master. So I don't reroll everything, but he's still hitting on 3s.
Absolutely.
Wounding most things in your army on 3s, so it's fine.
Yep.
I've got 3 Eradicators. Have you played against Eradicators yet?
I've never played against Eradicators. They put the fear of God into me.
So they will be outflanking. So I will be spending the CP on that.
Yeah.
So, you know what they do though, don't you?
If they target the same unit twice, they get to fire twice.
Yes, so I get 6 shots. Their melter is 24 range, I think.
Really?
So it means half range is 12, which means when I outflank, obviously I've got to be 9 away, so I'm going to be in melter range. So it's, if they're in melter range, it's D3 plus 3? Or D6 plus 3, something like that. I'll double check it, I can't remember off the top of my head. But it's good.
Yeah.
It's really good. So they're only 120 points as well for free.
That's too cheap.
They shouldn't have the double shoot. Get rid of the double shoot. The double shoot's gross. Because they're Gravis, so I can use... If you shoot me with, like, damage 1 weapons and it's got an AP, I can spend a CP to ignore the AP.
Nice.
Because the Gravis is... It's so good.
Yeah, they're going to come on, delete something, and then I'm going to have to
Deal with them. Otherwise, they're just going to just keep meltering stuff.
Yeah.
And then, got another cheeky little combo to try out with a New Blood Angel stratagem. So I've got 4 Inceptors. I love Inceptors. And against you, did we do that battle report on the channel? We did.
It was the last...
It was the first one, wasn't it?
Oh, no, yes, it was the first video.
First one, I misplayed the Inceptors, and then I'm like, oh, I don't know how I feel about Inceptors. And I'm like, no, it's because I misplayed them. And then I used them against Tom, and they were just amazing.
Yeah.
So, I just need to play them better. But I've got 4. I can drop them in. Descent of Angels.
Yeah.
Hitting on 2s. It's pretty good.
Pretty
There's 24 shots. Be turn 2, strength 5, -2.
It's perfect. That'll delete a squad of warriors quite easily.
Quite like that, it's pretty good. And then, I think that's nearly everything. Outriders.
Oh, I love Outriders. They look so good.
Yes. Big, chonky sci-fi bikes. They look amazing. So I do have another 6. So, at one point I will run a list that's 9 Outriders.
You can have... I didn't realise you could have 9 in a list.
Yeah, 3 squads are free.
Oh, right, sorry, I thought you could have a squad.
Oh no, god, that'd be... Only Deathwatch... I think Deathwatch can have 5 in a squad, which is
Right.
horrific.
Yeah.
But I'll run 3 squads are free at some point. And they're only like 100 and something points? 135 points.
That's really good.
And they've got 4 wounds each, toughness 5.
Yeah, that's really good.
They get +2 attacks on the turn they charge, so it's like they've got Black Rage. And then in Assault Doctrine, they'll get +3 on the charge.
Awesome.
It's
I've got 6 for
really
my
good.
Dark Angels, so I'm painting those up.
They should
Raven
get...
Wing stylus.
Yeah, they should get Raven Wing
They
rules
do,
as well.
I'm 99.9%
Which will be
sure.
gross.
Yeah.
They'll make them even better. Like, they're going to be good for Blood Angels, because of like how our Doctrine works.
Yes.
But like, White Scars, they'll be gross.
Yeah.
Raven Wing, for you, they'll be horrible. Like,
They will. And then we just need those new land speeders to come out as well.
I really want one of those new Land Speeders. They look really nice. I've missed one thing off my list. I brought a Judicat.
Yeah, again, a lovely looking model.
Never used him. I've seen him used, and it can be quite effective. So I think it's 3-inch. You always fight last. I pick a unit. It's pretty good. He's got a big mastercrafted relic blade, which I think on 6s does a mortal wound in addition to like wounding.
Nice.
Which is pretty good. So it's just another support character. It's standard Blood Angels like they have been for. They were the same in 8th. You've run a lot of support characters. I missed 7th, so I don't know what they were like in 7th. I don't know if you played against anyone who had them in 7th.
No, I don't think
No.
so.
So in 8th, you had a lot of support characters because you had your Sanctuary Priests and your Chaplains. So still same in 9th. So I've got tons of characters.
Yeah, I can see us both taking Assassinate today.
Well, I can tell you what I'm going to take. Because I did say in the Blood Angels Codex review,
Yes.
I would take the Blood Angels Secondaries, and then we rolled the mission, and I'm like, I would quite like to take the other one, but I'm taking the mission one. So I've got the Blade of Sanguinius. So my challenger will be Mephisto.
Okay, well, I will tell you now, my acceptor is obviously going to be the Nightbringer.
As it was foretold in the Blood Angels Codex video.
As it was.
This is going to be interesting.
It's going to be epic.
And then, I'm also going to take the one where I have to get in your deployment zone.
Ah.
Which actually works with the mission now that I think about it.
It does.
Because I'm going to take the mission secondary as well.
As am I. Target priority or
priority targets. So
Yeah.
I get extra points if I take yours.
And I get extra points if I take yours.
Yes. So you need to get into my deployment zone to nullify my secondary.
Yes, and you...
Yeah.
Interesting.
Could be a bit of carnage. I like it. But that's my list. For the first time on the channel, I've done it, Sam. It's a miracle. Not only am I using a special character, the planets have aligned. 2,000 points on the nose.
Well done, sir. First time.
Thank you. And this is where Mephiston dice turn to.
Fingers crossed.
He's going to get blattered back.
Oh, I hope so.
Well, that's my list. I'll leave it at that, and we'll go to you, sir.
I'm running also a battalion.
Very nice.
We are going to be the Szarekhan Dynasty, which you have played against before. I've tried out most of them now. I think this might be my favourite. So I'm going to give it another try today. It's the one where every unit, either in the shoot phase or the fight phase, or both, can re-roll a wound.
Ooh.
So similar to your Warlord trait,
but army-wide.
For everything.
And you get one. That's really good. That's like when I play Tower and I used to say and you re-roll one hit.
Absolutely.
That's really good.
And everything gets a 5 up feel no pain against mortal wounds as well.
Ooh.
So that could be good. I don't know.
I've got a smite.
Yeah.
I guess. Oh, Matt Judicar with his big choppy sword.
True.
So, yeah, he's what it is. It's like I've got Soul Warden, but I didn't take the trait because I'm like, do you have any mortal wound outputtage? I guess it'll come in like if you were playing against Eldar or Grey Knights. Then
something a bit more psychic power.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
So that's my Dynasty. My Warlord is going to be my Overlord, as usual. So he's got the Warlord trait of the Triarch's Will.
Ooh.
So it's that one where I can choose one of the command protocols to be in play for 2 turns.
Oh, that's really
instead
good.
of one. So it'll be the Szarekhan one that lets me have both.
Yeah, you can get
codes.
both codes, yeah.
So I've also given him a relic. He's got the Sovereign Coronal, which is pretty cool. I imagine it like a big whip. Like he's going...
He's driving everyone.
Do the Triarch bidding.
Amazing.
So it gives him... his auras are extended by 9 inch for his command wave amplifier.
Oh, okay.
Basically, for things to get their dynastic code... Not the dynastic code. For them to get their command protocol, they've got to be within range of a character. So they've got to be within 6 inches of a character.
But now you can make it 9.
But with him, it's 9 inch.
If he extends his aura range, isn't it just like a...
I think it's just that one. It's not the aura of everything. It's just the command wave aura.
If it's a command wave, does that mean it's like a megaphone? And he's just shouting through a megaphone.
Megaphone whip.
He's like, do my bidding!
Yeah, maybe.
Driving them forward. I like
also, though, while a friendly Szarekhan core unit is within 9 inch of him, they can use both directives instead of just one. Ooh. So any core unit that's near him will always have both directives.
Okay.
For 2 turns,
you can get the...
everything will have both directives, as long as I choose the right one.
Okay.
So I'll explain that better when we're actually...
when it comes in game.
And I'll tell you which protocol. I'll show you guys which protocols I'm going to be using. Keep it hidden from Kai.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be a surprise.
I don't like surprises.
No. Then I have got 2 support HQs. I've got 2 Technomancers.
Oh.
So they are both kitted out with the same war gear. They've both got the, what's it called, Canoptek Cloak. So that means they can both move 10 inches.
Oh, nice.
And they can repair a model within 3 inches with D3 wounds. So that's very nice.
That's really good.
They both also have the rights of reanimation, so they can basically reanimate one model from a unit unless it's a warrior, and then they reanimate D3.
Oh, so, that's annoying. I need to, if I hit the blobs, I need to kill the warrior squads, basically.
Basically. I have only taken 3 10-man blobs today.
Yeah.
No big 20-man blobs of warriors. I want to see if they're still usable in just 10-man squads, because I find if you take a 20-man blob, they're amazing, but then you've got to take a Resorb, you've got to upgrade it to a Relic Resorb.
So then you can pop it to get real efficiency out of it.
Putting all your eggs in that 20-man blob. I want to see what work just 3 10-mans can do. Yeah. Especially with the 2 support characters, keeping them alive.
I think it's doable.
So I've given this guy, the kit bashed one who looks a bit like the...
got Green Goblin
Green
vibes.
Goblin, that's it. I've given him the special staff.
Ooh.
So he has got the Voltaic staff.
That sounds exciting.
Which is cool.
What does it do?
In melee, it's strength +1, so it's strength 5.
Okay.
AP -2 and 2 damage.
Oh,
not bad.
That's alright.
But in shooting, it's 18 inches.
Yeah.
Assault 4.
Okay.
Strength 6, AP -2 and 2 damage.
Oh, wow.
And Tesla. So 6s explode.
That's not very nice.
So I've never used that before, but it sounds cool.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, I'm
just flying around like, taste me lightning. Just electrocuting Primaris.
Absolutely. And then the other one, because I didn't want them to like get jealous that one guy's got Wargaming.
You can share the wealth.
So I've paid a CP to give him a relic. So I haven't. Sorry, I've given him one of the Cryptek Arcana.
Okay.
So he can't be targeted
by
unless
snipers.
he's the closest unit. 'Cause I thought you might have run some snipers today, but you haven't. But it's still a good one to have. It means I don't have to worry too much about him being within range of a squad. He can be floating about on his own, so long as he's not the closest unit to you. So it's not a waste. And then the fourth HQ is the Royal Warden. So I've got my Royal Warden here. He has got just his usual stuff, so he can allow units to fall back and still shoot and charge. But then I've also paid a CP to give him another Warlord trait, and I've just gone for the rulebook one that gives +1 leadership. So now everybody around him's leadership 11.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere. You got big blobs to
10
be fair.
10-man blobs, leadership 11. You're gonna have to kill
at least 5 or 6.
5 or 6. And
6, Oh.
So we'll see if that's any good. I don't know. So like I said, I've got the 3 10-man blobs of warriors. 2 of them have got the Reapers. 1 of them has got the Flayers. The Reapers are the ones you don't like. The strength 5 AP -2 ones.
Oh god, yeah, I don't like that. Is it 2 squads of it that's got those?
2 squads.
Oh, they're the double-barreled ones, aren't they?
Yeah. And in my elites, I have got the Nightbringer. So this is the first time we've shown the Nightbringer on the channel.
Yes.
Mine has some slight modifications to make him look beefier for this new edition. So I've stuck some wings on there.
I like it. That's good.
I think he looks cool. I mean, I'm biased, but I think
he looks cool. I'm scared of him.
I think he looks menacing.
He does.
I'm kind of relying on him in this list as well to do some work.
Yeah.
I'm looking at your list and I'm worried about how I'm going to do damage. So, and he's also there as a bit of a counterpunch for when you inevitably charge me. And it's just mind games, you don't want to come near him. You've got to keep thinking about how you're going to do those wounds.
Because he's got living metal as well.
And he's got living metal.
It's
just,
gross.
he's my sort of big headache unit for you. I have got a Canoptek Spider. I have given him the Fabricator Claw Array, so that he can repair vehicles.
Oh,
so I've got 2 Annihilation Barges and a Doomsday Ark. So he's going to be babysitting one of those.
Yeah.
I haven't decided yet, we'll see how I deploy. But then he's also, I've got 2 squads of Scarabs, 2 5-man squads, and he can bring back one swarm base per unit each turn. So he's going to try and keep my Scarabs alive as well. So a nice little support character.
I didn't realise he healed vehicles as well. I thought it was just Scarabs.
Yeah, it's a piece of war gear you can give him. And I've also given him the Gloom Prism, so he can deny 1 psychic power.
Oh, here we go.
It's the only bit of deny.
Is it the standard deny range?
Yeah, just deny like a normal psychic. Yeah. And then for the first time of painting these guys up this week, I've got a 5-man Deathman squad. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to deep strike them or if I'm just going to start them on the board somewhere. It's going to depend on sort of what terrain is in my area. If I can stick them on a building, then I will do. If not, I'll probably drop them in somewhere. Yeah. But they just look really cool.
They look
and they've had a nice buff. Their weapons are now strength 5, AP -2.
That's pretty good.
Heavy 1. 6s still do mortal wounds.
That's pretty good.
So we'll see how they do. And finally, I have got a 4-man squad of Scorpek Destroyers with a little Plasma Sight buddy. Because again, I just need some counter-charging units. Yeah. They're probably going to hide behind a building and wait for you to crash onto
and then jump out and turn after.
And try and deal with some stuff. So that's it. 2,000 points on the nose as well. So we don't know who's going to win.
No, that's it. That's the reason why I kept losing. It's 5-point deficit.
I think so.
It's my excuse anyway. It's interesting because it's like the mind game things at the start. It's always good to have a chat about. Like, you're really worried about my list, but then I'm worried about like the Nightbringer. You've got the Destroy, like the Choppy Boys to worry about.
Scorpeks.
Yeah.
There's 2 Annihilation Badges. I haven't run these yet. It's interesting to see how they do.
Against them. I don't think I have I?
Maybe way back.
Yeah.
But their guns have had a little buff as well. So the twin Tesla Destructors are 10 shots each, and Tesla.
Ooh.
Strength 7.
Do they have AP?
No AP.
So he's just weighing the dice.
Yeah,
He's still good.
I'm probably going to keep them together, so they might, if they're both tagged at the same unit, you're talking 20 shots with Tesla.
That's pretty good.
It's a lot of saves.
That is a lot of saves.
And then they've both got the underslung Gauss cannons as well, which is what the old destroyers used to have. So they're like strength 6, AP minus 3, D3 damage.
And they just have one of those?
One each, yeah.
Okay.
So, we'll see.
Yeah,
I mean, I like vehicles now. If your Eradicators pop up, they're still wounding them on 4s. Because of quantum shielding.
Yeah, it's a very good point.
Still got 5-ups inland against it.
Yeah. It's a very good point, actually. Yeah, I think...
So what I was saying to you before, like, you don't really want anti-tank weapons against Necron tanks.
Yeah, you want rate of fire.
Heavy bolters and just like you did before.
Heavy bolters are so good.
Heavy bolters are so good.
I love heavy bolters.
I can't wait to bring out my squadrons of land speeders,
Just
all with
heavy bolters.
Talon masters with double heavy bolters, and but that's another tangent and another army for another.
When we get the book eventually,
Yes.
soon hopefully the book comes out and then we can get more Dark Angels on the channel.
Absolutely.
But we will be back with the mission.
Today's mission is a Strike Force mission from the Grand Tournament 2020 mission pack. It is Priority Targets. 5 objectives are set about the battlefield. After players have chosen their deployment zones, but before they declare reserves and transports, the players may reposition objective markers labelled A and B. The primary objective is Take and Hold Progressive. At the end of each player's command phase, the player whose turn it is scores 5 victory points for each of the following conditions. They control 1 or more objective markers, they control 2 or more, and they control more than their opponent. The primary objective cannot be scored in the first battle round.
We are set. We are deployed. Sam, do you want me to walk through your deployment?
Absolutely. So, first of all, this here is my priority objective.
Yes.
And Kai's priority objective is
This
that one underneath the Redemptor. So, I've got a squad of warriors on this flank, supported with a Cryptek. He's the one who's got the war gear, that means he can't be shot unless it's the closest thing. And then I've got a squad of Scarabs hiding, also supporting that objective. Then as soon as Kai had dropped his Redemptor, I blocked my Doomsday Arc right here with a lovely line of sight through no -1 modifiers. Hopefully I can first turn pop that Redemptor, that'd be perfect. Then my Nightbringer is staying a little bit back, but a constant threat on the centre, or these 2 objectives, depending which way Kai comes. Another squad of Scarabs hiding, helping me.
I didn't even see them.
Yeah, helping me screen that Nightbringer. Obviously, he can be shot, but it's keeping those charges away.
Yeah.
Then we've got my Tomb Spider and a squad of Deathmarks holding my back line, making sure Kai can't drop in behind me. These guys have got 36-inch range guns now, so they can see pretty much anywhere from that spot. Then we've got 2 identical Annihilation Barges, again waiting to put some shots into whatever comes into the centre or whatever comes and tries to threaten my home objective. 2 squads of warriors, one with the Flayers, one with the Reapers, supported by all the characters. So my Overlord is within 9 inch of basically everything, so everything in that blob will get both directives every turn with the command protocols.
That's good.
And then there's a Cryptek and my Royal Warden as well. And then lastly, we've got a squad of Scorpec destroyers hiding behind this building, waiting for a counter charge for whatever Kai's comes forward. So my secondaries as well, I've taken Purge the Vermin, so I'm going to try and keep Kai out of table quarters. I have taken the mission secondary one of trying to hold my own priority target and try and get Kai's priority target. And then I've also taken Assassinate because Kai's got 4 characters and I've got some snipers, so we'll see what we can do there. Okay, then Kai, do you want to take us through your deployment?
Yes, I do. So, I've tried to evenly deploy, like power-wise, in my deployment. So I've got quite a lot centrally, as you can see here. I've got the Redemptor, got both assault squads, got my Blade Guard, the characters, and then over here, on this flank, I've got Incursors holding that, Intercessors, holding that. These Intercessors can swing round and help. So I can hold this because these Intercessors behind this crate are going to hold it all game because they can't be seen.
Yeah.
And I can push up onto the middle objective. I can reinforce that objective if you swing round over there. And then over on this right-hand side, a bit of a gambit on my part. I'm hoping for a first turn. I get first turn. We'll have to wait and see. I've got my Death Company, I've got my Outriders, and I've got Mephiston as well. So, hopefully, reinforce that, secure, and then I can be a threat on this side. So, and I managed to keep away from your choppy boys as well, because I think you placed them down before I got my main melee threats down, which were good for me. So you managed to get them down. I saw they were over there, so I'll try and keep my main melee units away from them. Because I could do a lot of damage to them, but it's whoever gets the charge off is probably going to win it.
Basically.
Because you're going to shred me if you get the charge off. So we'll have to see how it goes. My secondaries, I took Blade of Sanguinius. So my nominated character is Mephiston, and Sam nominated Nightbringer as the challenger. So that'll be interesting to see if I can pull that off.
Absolutely.
I wanted to take it because it's showing off the Codex. It's going to be fun. Then I took the one where I have to get in Sam's deployment zone, and every model more that I have in Sam's than he has in mine, I get 4 points. So if I have 2 in Sam's and he has only 1 in my deployment zone, I get 4 points. So it's nice and easy to do. And I took priority targets because I'm just getting 3 points a turn.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
It is, yeah.
So what we're going to do is we can do the roll-off. Have you got a dice ready, Sam?
I'm going to do the roll-off live.
Yes. Shall we do it?
already know that Kai wants first turn.
In the middle here. Yeah,
let him roll first.
I would ideally like first turn. That's terrible. That's not good.
Uh-oh. Can I beat a 2? Oh, yes. The beautiful casino dice never let me down. I'm going to take first turn because I want to one-shot his Redemptor Dreadnought.
That's understandable.
Before he gets into some -1 to hit.
Yeah.
So we'll come back to you with Necron's turn 1. Right, that's the end of the Necron's movement phase. Not very much has moved because my protocol, the first one is Protocol of the Eternal Guardian. So I chose Directive 2, which is that each time an enemy unit declares a charge against me, I can either hold steady or set to defend. Should be nice because if you look down here, Kai spent 2 CP before the start of the game.
Yes.
For Forlorn Fury.
Yeah.
To move his Death Company even closer. So now I'm scared that they're going to come and charge me first turn. So, because of that directive, it means I can Overwatch on 5s, or I can +1 to hit if any of them survive to hit back. Anybody who's within 9 inches of my Overlord will get both directives. So that means they'll also get Directive 1, which is that if they did not move, which is most of them, they all get light cover.
That's good.
So that should work pretty nicely. So then in terms of movement, I have advanced these Scarabs from behind the pyramid to screen my warriors away from these death marks. He stood still. My Crypteks stood still. The Nightbringer has just popped up a level so that he can get his, what's it called? Gaze of Death, I think it is.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, he's going to get his Gaze of Death off, hopefully into the
Death Company down here.
Death Company. My Spider has just moved out to support the tanks and the Scarabs. Deathmarks have stood still. I also used the Warlord's My Will Be Done on those, so they're going to be hitting on 2s. They hit on 2s anyway, but they're probably going to be shooting through some -1 to hit terrain, so that means they're always going to be hitting on 2s now, which is nice. These guys have stood still, these guys have stood still, all the characters have stood still. The 2 Annihilation Barges have just shuffled, one on top of this crate, one just behind the pyramid, so that they can both get all of their guns into this Death Company unit. Kai has put a gigantic target on their back, and I plan on deleting
You've got to deal with them, that's the thing.
Absolutely. So, we shall do the Nightbringers. Antimatter meteor is only 24 inch, so actually we'll do that first. Yeah, you can't do his Gaze of Death. His Gaze of Death's within everybody within 9 inch.
Okay.
So we're going to do his Antimatter meteor. So I roll 1d6, and on a 3 to 5, the closest visible unit will take 3 mortal wounds. Ooh. On a 6, they'll take d3 plus 3. So the closest unit is obviously the
Death Company.
Death Company down there. So
I'm just going to check a stratagem, because you're going to be shooting the Death Company as well. So I need to check a stratagem to see if it lasts for the turn or if it's just the phase.
Absolutely, we'll be right back.
So I had a quick look. Refusal to die. It's end of the phase, so I'm not going to use it now. I'll use it in the shooting.
Yeah. So on a 3 to 5, 3 mortal wounds. On a 6, d3 plus 3 mortal wounds. It is a 3, so you take 3 Mortal wounds.
So
Death Company.
I will just gather some dice because they do have a 6 feel no pain built in. I've got 3 dice. I need 6s, and I don't get
none.
a single one. So I lose a Death Company, and one is on 1 wound. Yeah, 1.5.
Good start, Nightbringer. We'll come back to you in the shooting phase. Right, we're going to kick off the shooting phase with the most important part of the shooting phase, which is going to be the Doomsday Arc trying to one-shot this Redemptor Dreadnought.
It can be done.
It's easily doable so long as I get the right number of shots. So, it's D6 shots. We need big money.
Here we go.
4, very respectable.
That's good, that's decent.
So, hitting you on 3s.
Need a good roll here.
I do. Oh, that's a very good.
That's good.
Do I re-roll that 1 miss?
He's got his thinking hat on.
It's either that or save it and wait for the damage, because the damage is D6 as well. It's so swingy. But no, I'm going to go for it. Let's have a re-roll.
So he's re-rolling, and we get a hit, so it's a full house.
Now, this is strength 10.
Strength, so toughness 7, so freeze.
So I'm wounding you on 3s, and I can re-roll 1 of these because of the Szarekhan Dynasty.
Ooh.
So 3s.
It's a good job.
So I shall re-roll this one. That's okay. I've got 2 wounds through, and I believe it's AP minus 5.
Holy moly.
Just let me double check.
Yes. Minus 5, so straight through, so it's D6 minus 1 off each.
Indeed. So, again, we need big money. Not going to kill him, but it's going to hopefully severely degrade
Could bracket him. So you've done 5.
5 damage.
So he drops down to stats on 13, so yes, 8.
Not bad. We'll take that.
So I'll mark that up, and then we'll move on to the next unit.
Yeah, well, he's going to do his 10 Gauss Flayers into those same Death Company.
I will pop Refusal to Die on the Death Company. So that's 2 CP, so I'm down to 3, which is upsetting. But there's probably a lot of shooting coming their way.
Probably.
So I need to do it.
So I've got 10 shots hitting on 4, so I'm shooting through the industrial terrain.
Yes.
Throwing dice everywhere. 4s. That is really good.
It's cost you 2, so it's not too bad.
Yeah. And then it's going to be... These are still toughness 4?
They are indeed, sir.
So I'm going to be wounding your 4s. So you've got 2 wounds at... Oh, I can re-roll 1 of those.
You can?
No, I can't, actually, because I've already used it for the other one.
The big beam.
Yeah, so you've got 2 wounds at minus 1.
So 2 saves on a 4 up, and then I've got any FL as a 5 up.
Yeah.
So I pass 1, fail 1, so then a 5 up. No, that's a 1, so I actually lose enough Death Company, as 1 was on 1 wound.
Pretty good, I'll take that.
So I'll remove him, and then we'll move on to the next unit.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Not bad so far. I wanted to do more damage to the Redemptor, but I'll take it. The first Annihilation Barge up here. No, actually, we'll start with this one. He's going to put everything into the Death Company. So I'm going to start with his Gauss Cannon.
Yes.
Okay, so it's heavy 3. I am hitting you on 3s. That is not bad.
That's alright.
I am wounding you at strength 6.
So 3s.
3s. And I can re-roll 1 of these. I'll need to. That is a wound, sir.
What is the minus, sir?
It is AP minus 2?
Ooh, okay.
No, AP minus 3.
So a 6 up, followed by a 5 up.
And D3 damage.
Interesting.
Nope,
so that's failed.
D3 first. It's just
1, so a 5 up. Normally I make these with shield drones, but I'm playing Marines. Oh, there we go.
Okay, so we'll do his Twin Tesla. These are 10 shots, hitting on 3s, Tesla in on 6s.
Very nice.
Oh, I can see some 6s, but I can also see some misses. So we'll just put those 2 misses with that 6, that miss, and an extra dice with that 6.
Nice.
Oh no, is that part of it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
No, it weren't then one
No.
because you had 10.
Very good. So it's basically all hit.
Yes. What's strength for this?
It is strength 7. So I'm wounding
Does
you on...
this have an AP, sir?
No AP.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm wounding you on 3s.
Yes.
I can't re-roll any of these because I re-rolled it on the Gauss instead. That's not bad though. You've got 7 saves on your armour.
I will
So
just
7 3-ups.
pass the camera to Sam while I gather some dice. So we had a slight camera malfunction, and I managed to save most of them, and then failed to feel no pains. So I only lose 1 model.
But, like I say, every little helps.
Yes.
We're just going to keep whittling them away. So I'm going to do the exact same thing now with the next Annihilation badge. Heavy Gauss Cannon first. Hitting on 3s. Wow.
Ooh.
Wounding on a 3. I can re-roll one
It's
of
a good
those.
job as well.
No.
Oh, dear me.
This is not going well. Right. 5, 10. So we'll do the Tesla. 10 shots. Hitting on 3s and 6s explode.
I see
I can
6.
see 1 6 and I can see 2 misses.
So you can just put them back
So
in.
they just go back in.
There's a dice hidden there behind the power generator.
That was another miss though, so
Yeah.
can't have it out. And now wounding on 3s. That's really good.
That's a good roll, sir.
So you've got 7 again.
7 again, and I will...
So hopefully we'll kill another Death Company.
Yeah, it should do, so I'll just hand you over to Sam while I gather my dice. So I've got 7 dice on 3s. That's same again. I've passed everything but 2.
Oof.
So that's good. Normally I can't make power armor, so this is quite good. So 5 ups. So 1 survives on a wound.
Fair enough. I'll have a think about what I'm going to do next and come back to you. Right, final thing to shoot in this first battle round are going to be my Death Marks. They're going to put all of their shots into Mephiston. They're not going to kill him, but let's just wound him.
This is what I get
Turn
for
his pride.
epically putting Mephiston. Look how epic he looks. Stood, surveying the battlefield
Absolutely.
until he gets his head. He's not even wearing a helmet.
No, that's why he deserves to get shot.
Yeah, this is it, exactly.
So, they're going to be hitting him on 2s. Oh, I'm also going to spend a CP for Solar Pulse.
Ooh, very nice.
So he does not get the benefits of cover anymore. Okay, so hitting on 2s. Excellent. Then it's Strength 5 against Toughness 5.
It is indeed, sir.
So wounding on 4s, and I can re-roll one of these. I don't... Oh, I do need to.
You got 2 mortal wounds in there. 3 mortal wounds.
So 3 mortal wounds and 5 saves.
That's really, really good. I should have hidden him.
awesome.
Sorry. This is where he dies. I can feel it. Right, I'll hand you to Sam, and then I'll do all the saves I've got to do. I've got 3 mortal wounds, I've got 5 saves to make, so I'm going to do 5 saves and then just have the 3 mortal wounds on.
Yeah,
so here we go, so 4 up.
Oz.
I have... What a roll!
Ah.
So 4, I'll just roll these, because 3 mortal wounds and then 1's gone through.
Yeah.
So I'll roll these, so these are 5 ups. Oh my goodness, he takes 2 wounds.
Takes 2 wounds. So from potentially killing him to barely scratching him. Bloody feel no pain.
So good.
Right, I think that is it for the Necrons turn 1. So there's not really much to talk about in terms of secondaries or anything, so we will come back to you in Kai's turn 1.
Yes. So it's the end of my movement, so Sam's turn. Wait, just a few pot shots, didn't you? You plinked off some Death Company, which I expected. So I only lost 3,
Yeah.
which I've still got 7, so it's...
Yeah, it's plenty.
It's pretty gross. So
I expected to do quite a bit more.
yeah, I thought you'd do more. So if we pan down to the centre, I am the first to enter the killing zone, as we've dubbed
Indeed.
it. This objective here, I'm going to use my little pointer, is going to be an absolute mess.
Yep.
So, as me and Sam were on about, because we have 2 objectives in our deployment zone, because we were able pre-game to drag them in, this is quite big. Or nicking one off your opponent is going to be quite huge. So, just crazy advances going off here. I only rolled below a 5 once.
Yeah.
So in the command phase as well, I have +2 to charge going off from the chaplain, and the 5 up feel no pain. So everyone here in this bubble has a 5 up feel no pain.
Huge.
So I did some shuffling to get everyone in, so I'm secured. So if Sam shoots me, he's got to come forward with these and all these over here. So I'm set up. The Redemptor is holding the objective currently. Obviously, you could blow me off it, but we'll have to wait to see how it goes. Over on this flank, if we pan over, Mephiston's jumped down here, ready to do some assisting to the Death Company and the Outriders. The Outriders swung forward. I'm just going to have to do some shots over here. And then the Death Company are ready to get stuck in.
Indeed.
So we'll just have to see how it goes. But we'll do the Psychic phase, so we can do that live if you want.
Of course.
So, All my powers, I believe, just get cast on a 6 now, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
So, I have to... I'm going to go for it, I think. Oh, God. So I'm going to go for it and hope that I land my charges.
Okay.
Because I've got wings, so I'm going to be flying Sanguinius in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first up, though, I'm going to cast Unleash Rage on the Death Company, which I'm sure you'll be glad to know that I'm going to do.
Of course.
So this is for exploding 6s. So this is on a 6. That doesn't go off. That's fine. I'm not going to re-roll. Because they get bucket loads of attacks anyway, so that's okay.
Absolutely.
I'm then going to cast Quickening on Mephiston, which is a 6. Or do I cast Wings first, and then if I get in, cast Quickening? Yes, I'll cast Wings. That goes off. Ooh. So I'm moving 12 inch. This is where it could be a bit horrible, and I could mess this up terribly. So Mephiston, he gains fly, and I'm going to plop him there. I'm going in! The Death Company really need to make their charge. I'm risking it with Mephiston, but I'm here to party.
Absolutely.
So, party we shall. Let's move into the shooting phase.
We'll be right back.
The first round of shooting, I'm going to fire my Outriders here over into the Warriors. If I shoot the Scarabs and I start removing them, you're going to take them away. It makes my charge longer, and I want to use the Scarabs to slingshot onto that objective.
Makes sense.
That's my plan. So, 12 shots because they're rapid firing into the Warriors.
Into the Warriors. So my Warriors did not move.
Yes.
So they're in cover, but I think they're in cover anyway.
You're in cover anyway, so you get a 3-up save.
Means I get twice cover.
All of the cover, so you get
a 2-up save.
A +1, but then -1 because of my bolt rifle.
Ah.
So no cover for you, sir, so hitting on 3. That's a good roll. I've dropped 3, so 9 have gone through.
Why is it -1? Do Outriders just get -1 normal?
Bolt rifles. It's the intercessor guns.
What, on the bikes?
Yeah, boy.
No way.
So I'm winning you on... Are you just this 4?
Yeah.
So 4s. That's a really good roll.
Yeah, that's not great.
So 5 have gone through, sir. So you have 5 saves.
Okay, so it's AP -1.
Yes, and you get +1, so it's 4 ups.
4 up.
So it's doable. Or
Oof, not like that. So I failed 3. But that is the end of the shooting for those.
You get to
so now I get my 5 ups, re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling 1s.
Oh yeah, re-rolling 1s. Oh, behave.
Oh, I'll take that. So 1 warrior is dead from all that shooting. That's really good. Do you know what you're going to do next?
I'm going to have a little think.
Okie dokie.
So up next we've just got 4 pistol shots from the Death Company going to the Warriors. Over here,
a few pot shots.
Yeah, just into here. See what we can do. So hitting you on 3, sir. Ooh, dearie me. Hit you twice. I've wounded you once, so it's just 1 save, so 4 up.
No AP on this one. 3 up because I'm in
Heavy bolt pistol, so it's -1.
Ah, bloody hell, so 4 up. Hey.
You are fine. So then...
Warriors are just loving life already.
Yeah, they're chilling. Mephiston will fire his plasma pistol into 1.
Overcharge?
No. Hitting on a 2. Hits.
Overcharged.
Does it wound? Yes. -3, I think? Yeah.
So then I'll get a 6 up because of cover?
Yes.
Come on, 6. Oh, so close.
But you get reanimate.
But, yeah, which is on a 5.
Ooh, I thought you were going to do it again
me too. Then. So that's another warrior down, but still nothing to worry about.
Yes, so then I'm going to have a think about my Gatling Dread and I'll come back to you.
Cool.
We are back. I'm going to fire. The Gatling Dread's going to split. So Underslung and Storm, going into Nightbringer, plink a couple of wounds. He'll regen 1 next turn, but if I can do 3 to him, at least he's going to be down 2.
Absolutely.
And then the big Gatling is going into the Warriors here.
Right, so you're starting with the big Gatling.
I am indeed. So 12 shots, hitting on 3s. Those 2 1s I get to re-roll, so I've dropped 2 so far.
Okay.
Let me just move these to the side so I can roll these. It converts into an extra hit.
Not too bad.
So these are on 3s.
Yes. Ooh, good job there's no lieutenant.
Yeah, so the lieutenant is Death Company, so I can't re-roll.
Yeah.
So you take 4 have gone through, so 4 5 ups, followed by 5 up reanimations.
Absolutely. So 5 ups on the save, because it's AP -2.
It is indeed.
But then I'm in cover, so it puts it to a 5 up save.
Yes.
So I've saved 1 so far.
3 5-ups.
So then 3 more 5-ups. One
well
warrior
played.
is dead because of that pesky fall there, but I'll take that.
Yeah, the warriors are doing work.
Absolutely. So, do you want to move straight onto the Nightbringer?
Yes. So I've got 8 from the underslung, so this is hitting on 4s.
Hang on a sec. Oh, it's alright.
Oh, sorry. Do you need me to... We all good?
No, it's
so
fine.
re-rolling the 1s, so I've hit you twice. I've hit you twice. Wounding on 5s, I'm assuming?
Yep.
So 2 wounds, 5 and a 6. Minus 2.
He's got his 4 up invuln.
Oh, yeah, that's fine then.
And he's failed both.
Perfect.
So he takes 2 wounds.
So Stormbolt into the Nightbringer. Hopefully get the final wound. Hitting on 4s. Reroll the 1. It converts into another hit. So I need
good.
5s. I get 1.
So again, 4 up invuln.
So it's worth a punt. No.
He's passed it. So he's taken
2
wounds.
Which means you'll be 1 wound less in your turn, and every little helps.
Absolutely.
So that's fine.
Yep.
I think, to be honest, I'm just going to look at some intercessors here, check some range.
Yep.
But I think apart from that, it's probably my shooting done. So I'll just quickly check that.
Cool.
So I'm going to do my first charge. These Death Company have got a 6-inch charge into these Scarabs because they've got the +2 from the Chaplain over here. So, and we'll roll here for you. So I need a 6. I can re-roll because I've got Icon of the Angel. They're in. It's a 6.
Lovely.
In they go. So the Death Company are going to go first. It's 42 attacks, was it, Sam?
42. They've got 6 attacks each. There's 7 of them.
Yes.
42 actually. You're going to do 21 twice.
I am indeed, sir. So hitting on 3s. So I'll remove the misses. So I've done 21 and I've dropped 6. Quick maths, Sam.
Just go straight into the wounds.
Straight into the wounds? Yeah. Okay, we won't do any maths on this channel. So, what toughness are you?
Toughness 4.
Oh, I didn't expect that. I thought you'd be toughness 3 for some reason.
Oh no, toughness 3. Sorry, you're on the Scarabs. Yeah, toughness 3.
100 on 2s because Blood Angel.
Absolutely.
Amazing. And I drop 2. So
And they're all -1, yeah?
They are.
So I get no save.
Oh wow! So that's
So each 4 is a dead base.
so dead. So that's 3 bases gone. So that leaves 2. Oh, 1 on 1 wound. So
Yeah. So and then just do all them again.
and then all of them again.
So you killed how many?
3.
So chances are
They go.
you're going to finish them off.
Hitting.
But that is fine because they'll have done the job and moved them there to protect the warriors.
Yeah.
This could quite easily be cutting through the warriors just as easily.
2s. So I only dropped that. So yeah, they're wiped.
Yep, bye-bye Scarabs. We will sort out that mess and then Kai can do his pile-ins.
Yes.
So the Scarabs are gone and Kai has piled into my warriors. So my warriors are going to get to attack back. So I've got 8 of them left. They are going to be hitting on 3s and wounded on 4. So we'll roll just here. 3s first of all. Lovely. I would very much like to kill that 1 wounded.
Hey, you could do it.
That would be great. Wounding on 4s.
Not if we're all like
Luckily,
that.
I can re-roll 1 of these.
Oh, that's going to be what's.
There's the wound. So you're looking for a 3-up save,
I'll
Kai.
roll it here. This is the one that kills him because you've re-rolled it as well. So 3-up save. No,
I
passed.
just made it. That's it then for Blood Angels turn 1. So, end of Necron's movement phase. In my command phase, I used the Rites of Reanimation with the Cryptek to bring back D3 warriors, and I got 2. And then I fell back with the warriors. You should be a little bit further back, actually, just like I was still in engagement range a bit. I fell back with the warriors, and Kai spent 1 CP for cut them down and killed the 2 warriors that I reanimated. So, got a squad of 8 there. I also put My Will Be Done from my Overlord onto this squad of Necron Warriors. And then I shuffled everything forward a bit. So these warriors who've got My Will Be Done can get some shots off. The 2 tanks have just moved up a little bit, looking for some things to shoot at. But I think this is the flank where the interesting stuff's going to happen. So the Nightbringer has moved up within range of these 2 units, and he's going to do some of his Catan power shenanigans in a minute. And he stood still so he can fire on full power, and the Cryptek just fell back away from the onrushing melee boys. So, we're going to do the Catan Nightbringers Gaze of Death. Now it says he can choose one enemy unit within 9 inches. So I'm going to choose Mephiston.
Yep.
There's nothing here that says I can't target the character.
No, it's a unit, that's fine.
And I roll 3 d6s, and for each 4+, he takes d3 mortal wounds.
Oh, that's so good.
So, looking for 4+. I've got 1.
D3.
D3 mortal wounds. He takes the big 3.
So I have a 5 up, feel no pain. I'll roll it here. So I take 2.
So he's down to 2 wounds. We will come back to you in the shooting phase. Into the shooting phase, we're going to kick off with the main event. My 5 death marks are going to try and finish off those last 2 wounds on Mephiston. So they've got 5 shots hitting on 2s. Excellent start. These are wounding on 4s, but 6s are mortals. Just need a couple of 6s here, really. Oof, no, you've just got 2 wounds, but I can re-roll one of these because of my Dynastic trait. No. So you've got 2 normal, AP -2.
I pass 1, fail 1, but then I've got a 5 up, which I pass.
Oh, so still on 2 wounds.
Still going.
Yeah. Right, I'll have a think and we'll come back. Right, next, my Doomsday Ark is going to rapid fire his Gauss Flayers into the Death Company. I'm going to pop 2 stratagems. First one, Solar Pulse, so they get no cover. And the second one, Disintegration Capacitors, so that 6s to hit automatically wound.
And in return, I had popped when they got selected Refusal to Die. So I spent 2, so I get a 5 and feel no pain.
Absolutely. So, it's going to be hitting you on 3s. We'll pull out any 6s, so you've already got 3 wounds. So then these are going to be wounding on 4s. That's not bad either. So, you have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds at AP -1 and no cover.
So 9 saves, so these are on 4s. Oh, that's a shocking roll.
Great.
And then these are on 5s. I need something crazy here or I'm in trouble. So I save 2, so I lose 1, I lose 3.
Yeah. Well done, Doomsday Ark.
Oh my goodness.
Take that. Right, moving swiftly on. His big cannon is going to go into the Outriders. So we'll see how many shots he gets. 4, very respectful again. This is also going to be hitting on 3s. Okay. Do I re-roll one of those? Yeah, I'm going to re-roll one of them. Good, got 3 hits. And I'm going to be wounding you on 2s.
Then
10.
yeah, because I'm tough as
So
5.
I'm wounding you on 2s and I can re-roll one of these. But I don't need to. So you've got 3 wounds at AP -5.
So that is no save.
That's no save. So the first one does D6. 2.
2.
How many wounds do they have?
4 wounds each.
Okay, the second one does dead.
So he's dead.
And the third one dead.
Oh, very nice.
Next up, Staff of Light from the Cryptek into those Death Company. So he's got 3 shots hitting on 3s. That is 1 hit. Oofed. Wounding on a 3 because it's strength 5.
Yes.
That is a wound, AP -2.
-2, I'm in cover, so it's just -1, so far up.
Yep.
Pass.
He makes it. First Annihilation Barge is going to put everything into your Redemptor. So we'll start with the Gauss Cannon. That's 2 hits. Strength 6 against toughness 7. So wounding on 5s.
You get to re-roll 1 though.
I get to re-roll one of them. That is nothing. So then the 10 Tesla shots. So again 3s but 6s explode. Well, that's good, I've seen 3 6s already. So those 2 misses can go with that. And then 2 more.
This Tesla's strength 7 as well, isn't it?
It is, so I'm going to be wounding you on 4s.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So you've got 6 wounds, no AP.
So 6 3-up saves, followed by a 5-up feel no pain. Because of the chaplain.
Yeah.
So I fail 2.
5s.
So I take 1 wound.
Okay.
So I rolled a
down
6 and a 4. To 7.
Down to 7. This one's going to be -1 to hit though, because I'm shooting through the crane
stuff.
Yeah. So 4s. That's not bad.
That's not bad though. That's pretty good.
Wounding on 5s.
This is what let you down last time. So you got 1.
I'm going to re-roll that one. Absolutely. No. So 1 wound, AP -3.
So a 6 up. Oh, so close.
D3 damage. 3. That's better.
It's 2. Because of the Dreadnought rule.
Yes.
And I don't make any of my feel no pains, so he's down to 5.
Ooh.
Chipping him.
Right, 10 more shots from the Tesla. Hitting on 4s this time. Only 1 6, but only 2 misses, so they all hit.
Very nicely done, sir.
And then wounding on 4s. Oh, that's not as good. You've only got 3 this time.
So 3 ups. I pass all of them.
Some more. Right, I'm going to have a think now. Right, we really need to finish this dread off. How many wounds is he on?
He's on 5.
He's on 5. It's probably not going to happen, but we'll try. I've got 4 of these guys with the Reapers in range. So they're going to get 8 shots, hitting on 3s. That's really good.
That's a good roll.
But it's this part that's hard. I'm going to wound it on 5s.
Got a reroll though.
Yeah, I'll reroll one of them. And it converts as well. So you've got 5 wounds at -2.
So 5's up, followed by 5's up.
Yeah, fail them all, please. Good start. Fail them all again, please.
We'll see. He takes 3, so he survives.
Down to 2 wounds. That's pretty good. I'm going to fire with the Warriors next. One of them's not in rapid fire range, so I'm going to get 19 shots. I'm going to pop Relentless Onslaught. So it's going to be a core infantry unit, which Warriors are. Till the end of the phase, each time a model in that unit makes an attack with a rapid fire weapon, an unmodified hit roll of 6 scores an additional hit. These are the ones that my will be done as well, so even though they're shooting through the terrain, they're still going to be hitting on 3s. Okay, so we're looking for 3s first of all, but also 6s. That's a 6. So I've got 2 6s, so that's 2 additional hits. And then these guys have missed. That's not too bad. And then I am wounding you on 5s. Oh, that looks really good.
That is good.
Let's re-roll one of them as well. No, so you've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at -1.
So I've got 7 4-ups followed by 5 ups. Oh, this could be it. Unbelievable.
You've only failed 2. Bloody hell.
So it's going to be easier for me to pass. I'll spend a CP.
For a 4-up.
Get it?
Yeah.
Oh, I would have done it on the...
And then take a 5-up.
Oh, there we go!
Right, we'll come back to you in the charge phase. Okay, we return to you in the charge phase. And we'll start with the important one. If you pan down here, the Nightbringer is going to charge into Mephiston and the Death Company. He needs a 6. Oh. He's going to re-roll.
Got to do both as well.
Yep.
This is big.
He's
just!
So he's going to boof into both of those. Then down here I've got a charge that I cannot fail. The Scarabs are going to go into the Dreadnought.
No.
On a 5. Right, we're back in the fight phase. I'm going to select my Scarabs first, but he has heroically intervened through this industrial terrain with his captain. So I'm going to pop Self-Destruction with the Scarabs. I'm going to target the Dreadnought. On a 2 to 5, you'll take D3, but on a 6, you'll take 3 mortal wounds.
Oh, that's really good. Is it 1 CP as well?
1 CP,
That's really good. I like that.
So, come on, 6. No, it's a 5, but you take D3. This is where we need
the big
5
or
3,
6.
really.
Yeah.
It's the big 3.
No, he goes.
Yes. Finally.
He does not explode.
I really wanted him to blow up as well.
So, my captain has intervened. He will strike the Scarabs. I've got 6 attacks, because I've got 5 base, +1 for intervening. So, hitting on 2s, so all hit.
Nice.
I am strength 5, your toughness
3.
So I'm winning you on 2s. So I can reroll one of these because of Gift of Foresight is the Warlord trait,
Yeah.
which converts. So these are -3.
So no save.
No save, so that's 1 base dead, 2 base dead, and 1 takes 2 wounds.
So I've got 8 attacks. Hitting on 5s, but 6s automatically wound.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You've got a
So
wound.
you've got 1 wound.
Do you have an AP?
Nope.
No AP.
Whee!
I can reroll it because of Gift of Foresight.
Ah.
There we go, passed.
Okay, so the Nightbringer is going to attack next. He's got a special rule called Drain Life, which means that Kai can't use anything to ignore wounds. So he can't use any of his Feel No Pains.
That's really good.
So I'm going to go with his Reaping Sweep. I'm going to put 6 attacks into Mephiston and 6 attacks into the Death Company. So we will start with Mephiston. We are hitting on 2s. All but 1. We are wounding on 3s because it's strength 7.
Yeah, toughness 5. Oh, that's
That
a good
is
roll.
5 wounds at -3. So you need 2 5-ups or he's dead.
3 5-ups.
3 5-ups.
3 5-ups, yeah. That's horrible.
Yeah. No, we made 2.
I've made 2.
1 CP left.
Even if I used the CP, 2 would still go through. So
Oh,
I'd,
yeah,
I'd die
so
because he's
he's
dead.
So that is the end of Mephiston and 3 victory points for me for Assassinate. So 6 attacks now into the Death Company. Hitting on 2s again. Oh, I've dropped a couple there. And then wounding on 3s.
Oof.
Wow.
I could have done with that on Miss Vista.
Okay. So I've not hurt the Death Company at all.
And I get to fight back. 18 attacks, hitting on 3s.
That is not a good start.
No, it's not. But I'd be wounding you on 5s, but instead it's 4 because of Blood Angels.
Of course.
So I've wounded you. To be fair, that's not bad.
No, that's not bad at all.
I've wounded you 6 times, sir. So 6
Yeah.
4-ups. And obviously I only can do a max of 3.
Of course. So 6 4-ups. I saved them all! Nightbringer!
Oh my god.
Right, so at the end of my turn 2, I scored 3 points for Assassinate because I killed Mephiston. I got 2 more points for Purge the Vermin because Kai's still not in my table quarter. And at the start of my turn, I got 10 victory points for the primary as well. So we will come back to you in Kai's turn 2.
So end of my movement for turn 2, I gave 15 points on the primary, so I got a nice little lead going into turn 2. So what we've done is I've dropped my Inceptors over on this flank. So I was going to drop them on the opposite flank, but me and Sam had a little chat, and Sam advised that I drop them here because it's more to think about for Vermin.
Yeah.
And if the Nightbringer cleans up this Death Company, then it's another thing that he's got to deal with. This Outrider's going to die gloriously because he's thrown himself in. I'm going to just shoot these. Another unit there that you've got to think about and get rid of.
Absolutely.
And then over in the middle, this is where it's party town. So, he's got the buff for the +2 to charge.
Yep.
Has gone off, so everyone here is +2 to charge. I also got reroll all hits in combat, so I've got that as well. So everyone's +2 to charge. I'm looking at like 6-inch charges re-rolling. I'm going to smash into his front line. Hopefully, nearly wrap this game up if it goes really well. Over here, the Melter Boys are come in and they're going to do some meltery goodness. Down there, I would do a psychic phase, but Sam's very cruel and he killed Mephiston.
Yes. New model syndrome.
Yeah, new model syndrome.
First time we've ever used a special character and I killed him in turn 2.
Yes. So we'll go ahead into the shooting phase. So the Inceptors over here are going to kick things off. I've spent a CP on Descent of Angels, so I'm hitting on 2s. Into these Warriors, 24 shots. I've thrown a dice already. Here we go, hitting on 2s. I see some 1s, so we'll remove those. But still, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then we're wounding on 3s.
Oh lordy.
That's a really good roll. I am so sorry. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 saves! At -2.
Okay, 16 saves. It's -2, so I'm only going to have 6 up saves. Oh god.
This could be the squad.
Oh yeah. I've saved 2, but that is well enough to wipe this entire squad of warriors.
Amazing.
That Descent of Angels strat, and just those guys in general. So good.
I love the Inceptors and like
5 AP minus 2.
Drop him in on turn 2, they get an extra -1. It's so good. So I've cleared up here, which is nice, and then obviously there's the Nightbringer, but he's got 3 units to think about now. So I'm going to fire the Quake Bolt from the Sergeant into this Reaper squad here. So I just get 1 shot, hitting on a 3, and if I hit, the squad gets flattened, and I hit you on 2s in combat.
Oh, lovely.
It's hit. So they have been hit by Quake, so they're +1 to hit for everyone who charges into them. I nearly made a huge mistake. It's not the end. I've got the melters, thank you, Sam. So the melters over here will shoot into the choppy ones. So I've got 6 shots from the Eradicators. Sam has popped Whirling Onslaught, so they're -1 to wound.
Yeah.
So hitting on 3s.
That's good.
And then wounding on 4s. This is the harder part. So I've only wounded with 2. I'll spend a CP.
Final CP.
Doesn't convert.
Oh.
So 2 go through. No save?
It's going to be AP minus 4.
Yeah.
They've only got 3 up, so they're not all in cover.
So it's D6 + 2. What's the minimum wounds for them?
3.
So just 2 dead.
2 dead.
Yeah. So now we're going to move on to the charge phase. So let's begin. Holy moly!
Yeah,
so I get overall, because I get +2 to it. So I get a quick maths 10.
Yeah, but they
9?
can't go any further anyway, so.
So that's 9. So I'll just pile these in. So then next up is the lieutenant. That was a 5, wasn't it? I believe. Yeah, that's in. And then the blade guard over here. Can we remember what they were? I'll roll and we'll measure.
Well, I'm gonna.
You're gonna Overwatch.
Yeah.
I'll roll my charge.
Go for it. They're definitely in.
That's an 11.
So Kai has declared a charge into my Reaper Warriors. So I'm going to Overwatch, and they're in defensible terrain, so I'm going to Overwatch on 5s. So it's going to be 20 shots, hitting on 5s. That's not too bad. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oof. I'll take that. And these are strength 5.
Toughness 4.
So I'm going to be wounding on 3s.
Yes.
And I get to re-roll one of them.
Oh, full house.
Hell yeah.
What's the minus?
So you've got 9 wounds at -2.
So 9 saves at -2. So I'm onto my Storm Shield, which is 4 up. 1 damage each?
Yes.
Ooh, you kill 1 and you injure another 1.
Very nice.
So that's not bad. Second to last charge, the penultimate if you will, is the assault squad over here. They're going to try and slam home into this unit's overwatched. You see, I couldn't charge with them because the blade guard were in the way. Because then they would have took the overwatch.
Yeah.
So here we go. That's Snake Eyes, but I'm re-rolling, thankfully.
Yeah.
That is a 8, turns into a 10.
10, so yeah, they're easily in.
And then the final charge, who I had to do last, so I made sure I got the aura on everyone, is the Chaplain. So he goes in on a 6. So all the charges I wanted to get off have gone off. So I think I'm in a good position. So I'm just going to think about my target, who I'm going to strike with first, because Sam's got CP to interrupt.
Yeah.
And then I will be right back. So first up, we've got this assault squad over here. They're going to attack into the Warriors. They've just piled in, so I've got 21 attacks.
Oh.
I am hitting on 2s because of Quake Bolts.
Yeah.
And I am re-rolling because of the Chaplain's Aura.
Nice. Poor Warriors are dead.
So, any 1s? There's a few. That is nearly a full house, 20. Wounding you on 3s because of Blood Angels.
Yeah.
I drop a few, so I had 20, so 16 wounds at -1.
So 16 wounds at -1 means I need 5 ups.
Yes.
I'm going to need a lot of 5 ups.
Can be done. Maybe not.
Oh, it doesn't look good, does it? I've only saved 4.
Which leaves 12.
So that means that they are wiped.
So up next is this assault squad here who slammed home into the Warriors. So what I am going to do is get 21 attacks. So I'm hitting on 3s and re-rolling because of the Chaplain's Aura of Hate. So that
Good job.
is pretty good. Oh. No, he's still alright.
Still dead.
So this is 3s.
Yeah.
So you have 3, 6, 9, 11 saves.
Ooh.
So they might survive. Although there is the Chaplain and the Lieutenant to hit them as well.
Yeah, but let's just see. 5 up saves. Well, I saved 2, which in my maths means I failed 9.
Yeah, so 9 5-ups. Here we go.
9 5-ups.
Oh!
Okay.
All right then.
I've only actually lost 4.
That was an incredible roll from Sam. So now I'm going to pick my Chaplain, and my Chaplain will pile it. So the Chaplain's got 5 attacks, so he is hitting on 2s, re-rolling. So let's see what we can do. It's full house. And then he does have a Crozius, it's +2 strength, so I'm going to be winning you on 2s because of Blood Angels.
Yep.
And I don't drop a single 1, so that is 5 wounds at -1.
So 5 5-ups. I've passed 1.
But can you get a crazy reanimation?
Well, how many's left? There is enough left to reanimate, so... Oh, crikey. 5 reanimates. Oh.
Reroll the 2 ones!
Re-roll both.
No,
of the
don't
ones,
be
yeah.
like this, Sam. Don't you dare.
Oh, no. So 2 die.
2 die. So next up is the Lieutenant with his 6 attacks. So he's also hitting on 2s, re-rolling. It's a good job because I dropped 2. Ooh, I still dropped 1. So I'm wounding you on 2s again because I have a power sword.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So 4 go through. It is
-3.
-3 flat 2 damage.
That's 4 dead.
And there's only 4 left.
There's only 4 left, so they are wiped.
So that was a really, really good assault phase for me. How many warriors were in Sam? Sorry?
You've killed 30 warriors this turn.
30 warriors this turn. I said if I get lucky, I didn't need to get lucky, I just got all my buffs off and everything. I'm just going to do my points tally and we will be back. Go on, Sam, sorry.
I'm going to hit you with my Nightbringer. Right, time for me to get a little bit of vengeance. My Nightbringer is going to swing into your Death Company. I'm going to use the big swinging attack. It's the Entropic Strike, I think it's called. I'm hitting you on 2s. That's okay. I am wounding you on 2s because it's strength 14.
Holy moly.
So that is 4 wounds, AP -4 and D6 damage each.
So no save. So each one is
First
D6. Dead.
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 Just for... Oi!
Just a little bit of an overkill. So they are removed. You can pile into my bike, Captain.
Shall then consolidate into your captain.
And I will attack you, sir.
Go for it.
Hitting on 3s. Full house. Winning you on 4s. 1 wound. Have at thee.
4 up in front.
Absolute
failed
legend.
it. Do a wound to him.
So we will do the score calculation and we will be back.
Right, it's turn 3 for the Necrons. It's really not looking good. I'm just going to try and get as many points as I can, see if there's any way I can get back into it. But because Kai tagged both these Annihilation Barges, they can't shoot. So I've sent 1 over towards this objective, I've sent 1 into the centre, but I can't do anything this turn. All of my HQs are just going to try and kill stuff in the centre. My Scorpic Destroyers have moved into this building to get a charge into his Assault Intercessors. My snipers are all going to shoot into your Death Company Lieutenant and then hopefully the Spider will finish him off. Over here, the Ghost Ark has had to move because shooting his low profile into those Inceptors is still good, and he's now got his Gauss Flayers into rapid fire range. My Cryptek has also joined them to get another body within 3 inches of this objective, and now my Nightbringer is going to kill that Outrider. So I'm going to start with Gaze of Death. So I'm going to roll 3d6, and every 4 up is d3 mortal wounds. Wow, d3 mortal wounds. 1.
3 left.
So I'm just looking for a 3 to 5 and he's dead. There we go, he's dead. So, shooting phase will start up here. I'm going to do the low profile shot first. So it's, I think it might be d3 now. Well, that's easy, it's 1 either way. Right, so I'm going to re-roll that d6 shots. Let's hope for better than a 1 this time. That's much better. So 4 shots, hitting on 3s. That's not bad, take 2. It is strength 6.
So I'm freeze.
Oh no, sorry, it's strength 8.
Oh wow. So
Still 3s.
Because I'm 5.
Yeah. I can re-roll 1 of them. So you've got 2 wounds at -2 and d3 damage.
So, passed 1, failed 1.
So d3. Just the 1. And I'll spend a CP for disintegration capacitors again, so that 6s are auto wounds. So hitting on 3s. Oh, she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds, 6 wounds already. then these are going to be 5s. Wow, you've got 3 more. So you've got 9 wounds at -1.
So 9 wounds, -1. So 4s. Ay caramba. That's 1 dead, 2 dead.
That's not bad. I will do my Relic Gauss Blaster from the Royal Warden into your Shield Blade Guard.
Yeah, Blade Guard.
Hitting on 3s. Wow.
What is it with that Warden? Every game?
Every blooming game. I will do the 4 shots from his Voltaic Staff into the same squad. Again, hitting on 3s. That's better. Wounding on 3s. You got 3 wounds at -2 and 2 damage.
So 3 wounds at -2, so they go straight onto my Storm Shield. And I pass none of them.
Wow.
So
It's 2 damage each.
So they're white.
So they're dead. Snipers are going to go into your Death Company Lieutenant. 5 shots, hitting on 2s. Excellent. Wounding Strength 5. Toughness 4. So wounding on 3s and 6s are mortals in addition. So you've got 1 mortal and 2 wounds. Oh, I can reroll one of them. Hey! 2 mortals and 3 wounds. That made a huge difference.
So 3 wounds. What's minus, sir?
-2.
So 5 ups. Passes 1, so I've got 4 wounds, so I've got 6 ups because I'm Death Company.
Yes.
And I pass another one, so I take 3 wounds.
So we'll go straight into the charge phase. My Spider is going to go into the Lieutenant. Can't fail. Even on a 2, he's in. I'm going to position him like that. My Overlord is going to go into your Chaplain.
Ooh, very nice.
The Scorpex are going to go into your Intercessors. Also
They're in.
Fail easily in, but actually I'm going to come...
You can come out.
There's no
round
point. I'm just going to smash in. They're in.
Are you plasma sighting?
Yes, I will infuse them with Madness live. So as long as it's not a 1, they get an extra strength and attack.
That's really good.
And then I'll try a long bomb charge from a Nightbringer into your Inceptors.
Through the ruins.
Yeah. He's got fly, so I don't think that affects him.
We'll check the
double
rule
check.
book.
Let's see what he gets first. No, but I'll re-roll it. Still no.
No.
Not on a 9. Right, in the fight phase, I'm going to kick it off with my 2 remaining Scorpex. They're going to go into Kai's Assault Intercessors. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Do that. That's not terrible. And then we're going to be wounding you on 3s as well.
Oh, that's really good.
So you've got 6 wounds.
So I've got 6 up, so everyone failed is a dead Intercessor. So I passed 2, but I lose the squad.
Excellent. So we will go into my Overlord next. So Overlord into the Chaplain. He's got 4 attacks hitting on 2s. Excellent. It's strength +2, so strength 7. So I'm wounding you on 3s. And I can reroll one of them, which is good. So you've got 3 wounds.
Rosarius, which is the 4 up.
Yep.
And I only failed 1.
Ah, so he's took 2 damage.
So he's got 3 wounds left, I think.
So my Spider is going to try and finish off this Death Company Lieutenant. He's got 5 attacks hitting on 4s.
I might as well use Grace of the Angel, so I have a 3 up invulnerable save.
Lovely. So, 4s. That's pretty good. Wounding on 2s. Yeah. Oh, was that your Death Vision used?
Yes.
Lovely. Oh, I can re-roll one of the wounds.
Can, yeah.
So you've got 2 wounds on your 3 up.
So 2 damage
ups.
each. Passed both.
Oh, he's passed them both.
He lives! So now I will attempt to slap Sam back. So 5 attacks from the Chaplain into the Overlord. Hitting on 2s. That's a full house. 3s. And that is 3 wounds at -1.
So 4s. Was passed 2 and failed 1.
So just 2 damage, sir. So now the Death Company Lieutenant will strike. Hitting on 2s. Gets to reroll for the Chaplain. Full house. What's toughness of a Tomb Spider? Is it 5, sir?
I do believe so.
So I'll be wounding you on 3s again because I +1 for my sword. So I've wounded you 4 times. It's -3. Yes, 3 6-ups.
Nope, fails all 3.
So 6 damage.
And he only has 6 wounds.
It's just enough.
Sure. That is the end of the round. Sam's just going to total up his points and we'll get right back to you.
So as you can see, we didn't do Sam's score because Sam, he did his score, but he decided to call it.
I gave it my best shot in that third turn, and because I didn't shift Kai's Inceptors from that corner, and I didn't manage to clear enough of the stuff that was on my home objective, there was just no way that I could ever get the points back. Kai was going to get 15 points again in his next turn, and quite frankly, 15 points in every turn until the end of the game. He had 15 intercessors in his half of the board that I never even looked at, never mind considered shooting.
I just had so much board control and pressure, which is like I was saying to you for the past couple of battle reports. When I get the stuff that I want from my Blood Angels, that's how I want to play them, and it worked really well. I got it middle at board, so I had control, and then you had to try and get rid of my Dreadnought, which took a long time because it's got the -1 and it's got decent toughness and everything. And then when it finally dropped, I had everything else untouched. So I had 2 assault squads. My Death Company were over there doing other side of board doing their own thing. So it just went really well. I got all my buffs off with my Chaplain as well. Chaplains are so good.
I mean, like people in the comments have been saying about how you need to bring more combat units for the Blood Angels, and you've just seen how good they can be. You just literally sent them all into the centre, and I just did not have enough to shift them because I was having to use my barges and stuff to try and finish off that dread. I couldn't start whittling down your aggressive units. We had a nice little scrap on that flank.
We're interested over there.
A bit of fun. I knew my Nightbringer was going to have to do work in this game. I still don't think he did enough.
I don't think he's worth points. I would not bring him. You were on about it during game. You'd bring how many warriors? 30 for him or something?
This is the problem in my head now is every unit I look at, I just see it as an amount of warriors. So that my Annihilation Badge, that's another 10 warriors. The other Annihilation Badge, that's another 10 warriors. The Nightbringer's nearly 30 more warriors. All of a sudden, I mean, I brought 30 warriors and you wipe them all in one turn.
Which is mental.
I think they've got to be 20-man blobs.
Otherwise,
they just don't stand up.
You've got to silver tide it, haven't you? Because I slammed him with 2 squads of 5 Assault Marines, and they wiped the 10 men. But if there were 20, there's going to be some left over. You're going to get lucky in your reanimations. So there's going to be more. You can Resorb, like
bring them back. I can use the Resorb. I can use the Ghost.
You had 2 Crypteks.
The Crypteks can bring them back.
The only way that I'd be able to delete the 20-man blob in combat is if my assault squad was 1 10-man unit. Or if it were like a 6-man Blade Guard unit, or if it were my 10-man Death Company.
Maybe.
Because they're mega attacks if there's 10 of them, but I've got to get 10 of them in.
I think my mistake might have been that because I played Space Marines last game, I've kind of written a Necron list, but in a Space Marine mindset. So I've kind of used them like Marines, and they're not as resilient as Marines. You've really got to play into the strengths of Necron's resilience, and that means 20-man blobs, support characters,
stacking your buffs to get your reanimations and stuff like that. For my part, I don't think I needed to do anything different.
No, you could use that exact list again against. It's pretty much an all-comers list. I don't think there's anything to struggle against.
My only tank is my Eradicators, but I can bring them on turn 2. They're unscathed, and I can just try and pop something. 6 melter shots to try to pop something is pretty decent. I've got some screen clearing because I could maybe if I'm playing someone who's screened, I can drop the Inceptors down, clear a screen, and then all my assault units slam home. My Chaplain with his 2 buffs. I was like, I'm not taking a Chapter Master. I'm going to lose so much efficiency.
Didn't need him.
Did not matter.
No. There's some really good stuff in that new Codex.
Yes.
And I think you've showcased it really nicely.
I used 1 Death Vision. I was about to use 2, but I used Grace of the Angel, free up invulnerable, and he just kept my lieutenant alive. And then he just killed the 2 spiders.
Just wiped the 2 spiders out.
Yeah, it's so good.
They are so good in combat. Every single unit, even your basic units. When they get in, they just delete stuff. And I just didn't have enough to weather the storm. Like, because you've seen in previous games, I tend to play where I sit back a little bit,
soak it
I'll
up,
weather it, and then turn 4, turn 5, I come out, I'll get the points, and that's how I win. And I think that's how I'm going to have to play Necrons from now on. I don't think I can play them in a list like that.
It'd be interesting if you had bigger blobs, because then it's a case of you weathering it, and then there's just going to be like a proper meat grinder where you're bringing warriors back, I'm trying to hack them down, and then obviously you'd still be getting points, but then I'm getting points for intercessors who are sat in the backfield.
Exactly.
So it'll be interesting. I think it'll go right down to the wire. For my secondaries, obviously I got none for Blade, a Sanguinius, which is fair enough.
Which didn't really matter.
I did say it would be terrible, but I'd take it for fun, so I took it. But
Absolutely.
the deployment zone one, so good.
Really good.
From turn 1 onwards, I'm just like, I've charged in, I'm in deployment zone. Second turn, I've dropped in, I've got more units in.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm running Outriders, like I want to run 9.
Yeah. I just didn't have anything to go and put pressure in your zone.
Yes.
I needed to bring some Wraiths who could get up there fast.
Yes, Wraiths would be
some
really
Ophidian
good.
Destroyers who could pop up in your deployment zone and put pressure on. Maybe I should have deep striked the Death Marks, but they wouldn't have been out there for very long.
They would have
popped
helped.
up and then been deleted.
They were better off on board.
Yeah, I much preferred playing my close combat list a few games ago than playing this one. I think maybe Necron's close combat might be the way to go.
Well,
either Silvertide or lots of close combat units.
The Destroyers, the choppy ones, I love them.
Yeah, they're like 100 points for 3 as well.
So good. I don't know if it's because I'm playing Marines and they counter Marines so well. Maybe if I were like playing a Horde army, they wouldn't be as efficient. But against Marines, they are so good.
They do seem to work, don't they?
Because they're like -3,
Yeah.
like 2 damage or whatever. 3 damage 2, something like that.
2, I think.
So they
3
just
on the big one.
just chop Primaris up.
Yeah.
So it's really good. Against Horde, obviously, it's going to be wasted, but none of us run a Horde army here at the moment.
No, not yet.
So, it was, my list went better than I thought it would.
Yeah, it worked really well. I expected you to have 2 Dreads, that's why I brought the Doomsday cannon. I think I kind of gambled on going first and hoping I could pop that Redemptor.
I was really worried.
If I'd have killed him turn 1, then I could have focused all of my anti-infantry stuff on the actual infantry instead of shooting Tesla at a Dreadnought. Just
if he died turn 1, my subsequent charge, I'd have lost so much. It's just less impactful.
Yeah.
It is one of them things that the game definitely swung on.
And it would have worried you. You'd have had to start second-guessing yourself. Yeah, it's just one of them things. I haven't lost yet on the channel, so it was bound to come one day.
This is my first win on the channel, and my last win on the channel, my last win was before the channel. Yeah. So it just took me getting a new shiny new Codex.
That's it. I'm kind of glad that, your first game with the new Codex, you've been able to show what the teeth it's got.
Mephiston. Let's talk about Mephiston.
Poor Mephiston. It's his own fault. You can't rock up and challenge a Nightbringer.
That's true.
And expect to live past turn 2.
That's very true. If you didn't have the Nightbringer there, he would have chewed through so much stuff.
He would.
But you've got the Nightbringer and he was in the middle of the board. It was a risk, so I had to go for it. But against anything else, if you catch someone out of position, because he can move 7, then fly 12, and then charge and re-roll it.
Yeah, I can see him being a lot of fun in the future.
Yeah, so he's got his use, but he's only...
I shall take the moral victory for killing him.
Yeah, definitely. And I'll take the first victory on the channel for myself, so that's good. Oh wait, no, I bet Tom.
No, you beat Tom.
Second.
Yeah, you just haven't beat me yet.
I haven't beat you on the channel yet.
All we need is a Tom win now.
Yeah, and we've got the Holy Trinity. He needs to do with his Custodies. He needs jet bikes.
But that's future Tom.
Yeah, that's for another day. But as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and keep leaving your comments, because we love reading your comments, and me and Sam are in the comment section, and Tom is, and we're chatting to you all, giving us advice, we're giving you advice, and let us know what armies you want to see on the channel, and we'll try and get hold of them.
Yeah.
So, goodbye for now.